With 28 Serie A league titles, 9 Coppa Italia trophies, 3 UEFA Cups, and twice champions of Europe, Juventus are Italy's most successful football club. Founded in 1897 in the city of Turin, La Vecchia Signora, or the Old Lady as Juve are affectionately known, have also contributed more players to the Italian national team than any other club. In 1923, the owner of the Fiat Automobile Company, Edoardo Agnelli, gained control of Juventus, and the club has remained in the family's hands ever since. The glorious history of Juve is documented in the club museum, which is run by Paolo Garimberti.
Juventus has always identified itself with Turin, which is an important city and one which used to be the capital of Italy. Turin is a place with a significant industry in Fiat, and Juventus has been owned by the Agnelli family for 90 years. The Agnellis are one of the most influential families in Italy. They're a dynasty, and this goes some way to explaining why Juventus has had so much success over the years. They have the backing of a very powerful family who've done everything they can to keep the team at the top of the national and international game.
Juventus's colours have been black and white since 1903. Originally they played in pink, but continual washing faded the colour. Juventus asked one of their players, Englishman John Savage, if he had any contacts in England who could supply shirts in a different colour. A friend of Savage's, who was a Notts County supporter, shipped out his team's black and white shirts, and Juve have played in the colours ever since. In 2011, Juventus marked the opening of their new stadium, built on the site of the old Stadio delle Alpi, with a match against their old friends from England, Notts County. Along with a keen awareness of the past, the current Italian league leaders also have a vital eye on the future and the continued success of the club. To this end, Juventus have established one of the best youth setups in European football.
It's my dream to make it as a professional footballer. I really hope that all the sacrifices I'm making will pay off and help me to reach my goal.
The Juventus Centre, known locally as Il Centro di Vinovo, is the club's training headquarters, located 14 kilometres southwest of Turin. The various youth teams are divided by age into 6 groups. The youngsters in the system are aged between 8 and 20. Mauro Sandriani is technical director of the academy.
For the last 2 years, we have really strengthened our approach to our youth system. We follow the example of both Barcelona and Ajax, 2 clubs which have really good academies. Here at Juventus, we've embraced a cognitive approach towards all of the young players. We are teaching them to really think about the game and understand it mentally. And this has proved to be successful, and we've seen some very positive results. The players are absorbing the teachings and developing well as footballers.
Current Serie A star graduates of the Juventus Academy include Antonio Nocerino, Sebastian Giovinco and Claudio Marchisio, who have all been capped by Italy at senior level. The youngsters here are given every chance to follow in their footsteps. The Giovanissimi youth squad is made up of players between the ages of 12 and 14, and they're coached by Claudio Gabetta.
We teach the players the importance of being a team. It can be quite difficult at the start when the youngsters first join us. They are generally outstanding players already, really good individual players, but the job is to mould them all together into a team. I look at it like this. When the youngsters first come here, they are like a single voice in a choir. They are soloists, but we want to create an orchestra, an ensemble of voices with everyone singing the same song together.
Another of Juventus's under-14 coaches is their former star player Fabrizio Ravanelli.
My aim is to help these youngsters improve, not only as players, but as people too. To do that, I identify 3 aspects which help me to build my own career: sacrifice, determination, and character. It's important to work on these things from a young age. You may be a really good junior player, but you don't have the character and determination to take it to the next level, and that's what I work on.
The Juventus training complex was opened in 2006. There are 9 pitches here. 2 have an all-weather artificial surface and 1 is indoor. The technical drills that each of the youth sides do are exactly the same as the ones done by the senior Juventus squad, who are coached by Antonio Conte. On the odd occasion, some of the youngsters are even invited to train alongside the professionals. Emil Ardero is a 16-year-old goalkeeper at the academy.
You most certainly have to concentrate far more when you train with the older or even the senior players. It's more intense and you have to concentrate on every single detail. I am always trying to improve, and it is so beneficial to watch great goalkeepers like Gianluigi Buffon train. I learned so much from him. He's taught me the importance of always being focused during training sessions and, of course, during matches.
Last September, the Juventus College was opened. Situated on the training complex, it provides education for the youngsters who don't live in the Turin area. It also provides practical vocational training for the youth players who are past the mandatory schooling age of 16. Riccardo Cavallari looks after the welfare and education of the players.
Generally speaking, I would say that the dads of these youngsters tend to be very happy because they see their sons embarking on a career in football. Their focus is all on their son's sporting career, and they seem to be mostly interested in how their child is progressing on the football pitch. Mums, on the other hand, tend to be different. They're more concerned with their son's educational development.
Juventus do their best to make sure that all youngsters on the programme feel at home. The boys at the academy, who come from outside of Turin, live in accommodation which is located a 10-minute bus ride from the training headquarters. 14-year-old Alessandro Conti is in his first year here.
I do miss my family sometimes, but they come to visit me here every other week, and we spend 2 or 3 days together. It's my first time away from home, but here at Juventus we all stick together and we help each other out. That makes being away from home a lot easier.
Alessandro is the captain of the under-15 team. When Transworld Sport was in town, the team played a match against the youth side from Savona.
Results of matches aren't actually that important to us. The work that we do in training during the week is the key at this stage of these youngsters' careers. It's all about development. The matches provide us with good feedback, though. We can see if the boys have taken in everything that they've been taught in training. However, as the boys get older, the results of matches do start to become important.
On this occasion, the Juventus youngsters certainly put into practice what they've been learning as they run out comfortable winners by 2-0. Not all of these youngsters will go on to become professional footballers, but they're being given every opportunity to do so. And if they don't make it, the club has made sure that they have a good education to fall back on. Yet we left Turin feeling confident that we may have seen a number of young players who will one day don the famous black and white Juventus jersey.